we've got Downhill Deborah. That's the fake name we've given this person. She says, I've got a dilemma. Me and my ex of like 6 years split last year, and life hasn't been the same without them. They called me yesterday saying basically the same. Life has gone down for them since our split. My problem is I met a really awesome person about 6 months ago, and we've been dating ever since. I've been enjoying getting to know someone new, but that call with my ex has my mind wondering. I don't even know where to start with this.
So I think it's interesting that even though you started dating this new guy, that life hasn't really improved that much. However, I don't think you've been with him long enough to know for sure. So my advice is going to be, and tell me if you think this is crummy advice or not, feel free. Wait 6 months. Stay with the guy you're with now for 6 months. Tell the ex that that's what you're doing, and that's why you're doing it. If the ex is willing to wait for you for 6 months to see how you're feeling after a full year of dating this new guy, if he's willing to wait around that long and you still feel like your life is on this downhill trajectory, then make a change and go back to the ex. But I wouldn't do it just because the ex calls you and it's like, oh, I'm sad too.
I don't really like your advice. I would say point one, you're probably not going to be the exception. You're probably going to be the rule. So I don't think it's a good idea. An ex is an ex for a reason. Of course, the idea of going to something that's so comfortable because you had it for 6 years feels nice, but you got to let that go. The second thing that I'm worried about is the fact that you're so worried like, oh, maybe my life has gone downhill since I split with my ex and this new person. Why are you putting all these happiness eggs in your relationship basket? That maybe means you need to be single. You need to date yourself. You need to learn to love yourself, get that self-esteem before we get back into the dating pool.
Izzy says you broke up for a reason.
Yes.
So that's Izzy's advice. I don't know. Maybe the reason was it doesn't sound like there was a bad breakup. It's not like somebody cheated or they hated each other or anything like that. It just kind of sounds like they fizzled. Maybe now Deborah's realizing the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
No, you shouldn't settle, Deborah. I think you're settling too much. I think we got to learn to love ourselves. Let's leave that ex in the past. Maybe let's leave this new person in the past.
601-995-1017. Another text from Izzy says the ex won't make it better. You're just comfortable in that chaos.
Ooh, fire.
Just shared this DM from Deborah. We call her Downhill Deborah because she says ever since she broke up with her ex of 6 years, about a year ago, her life has just kind of gone downhill ever since. So he reached out the other day and said basically the same thing, that his life sucks as well, and he wants to get back with her. The only issue that Deborah's feeling is that she's got a new man, and they've been together for a while, and she says he's awesome, but again, her life isn't that great. So she wants to know. I still think, I think you leave the door open to getting back with the ex.
I think you blow off both of these relationships. The more I think about this, the more I start to feel like Deborah might be that person who just jumps from relationship to relationship and hasn't spent enough quality time being alone and learning to love herself. And you know what they say, you can't let somebody else fully love you until you learn to fully love yourself. So Deborah, this might be that opportunity. That might be why it feels like things are just going downhill.
That actually is a really good point, because I do feel like there are people who are just going to always be miserable, and they're the people who feel like it's their relationship that is bringing them all their happiness. That's sort of what you were saying too, Olivia, right?
Yeah. I mean, you should have multiple things in your life that kind of like bring you joy. Your relationship should not be the only thing that makes your life interesting or better, or just because, relationships end.
So, how about this for a piece of advice? It's a little combination of all three of our advices. You break up with the guy, like Allison said. Tell him, give me 6 months. You put the other guy, the ex-boyfriend, on the back burner as well. Tell him you need 6 months to find yourself. And then at the end of 6 months, you pick which guy to go with.
No.
Good advice, bad advice, Olivia.
Maybe. I think at the end of 6 months, they need to evaluate, like, what did their relationship bring that made their life so much better? What's lacking in the current one? And I'm going to guess it's maybe something else in their life.
Interesting.
Yes.
Maybe they need a new person completely.
There we go. I love this advice, Olivia.
Thank you, Olivia.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good day. And if you would like to maybe make me the new person in your life, slide into our DMs on Instagram. No, I'm kidding. 601-995-1017. Hey, real quick, what's your advice?
Hey, baby. I
Mildred.
was just calling to say, hallelujah, it's raining, man.
You think this Deborah has just so many options and yet she still can't be happy?
Baby, I wish I had these problems.
You want multiple men calling on you, Mildred, telling you how their life's gone downhill?
Yeah, baby. Yeah. I'm with Allison. Send them both my way.
All right, there you go. Mildred, thank you for the call. Appreciate you.
Adam and Allison in the morning.